Welcome back, guys. ZEROdeaths here. Today we are going to be ranking the top 10 best melee units in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Coming in at number 10 on our list, we have the Viking Factions Berserker unit. We are going to be analyzing these units based on a handful of different qualities. We're going to be looking at how effective they are in 1v1s, 1v many. We're going to be looking at how much health they have in relation to how expensive they are. So the Berserker is coming in at number 10 due to his effectiveness in distracting ranged units. Number 9 on our list was one of the first units added to the game, the Tribal Factions Chieftain. The Chieftain is good at everything but excellent at nothing. He can take out small groups of low-cost units, but he is not very good against ranged units, and he does not have that much health, nor does he do that much damage. When it comes to 1v1s, the Chieftain is he can take out most moderately priced units. When it comes to health, he has moderate health. Here he is eating about half a dozen ninja stars before going down. Coming in at number 8, we have the Mammoth. The Mammoth is an absolute beast of a unit. The only reason why he does not rank higher on our list here is because of how expensive he is at 2200 score. There's a lot of comps you can put together that are equally or more effective for the same cost. But here's the Mammoth absolutely stomping over 25 different skeleton warriors. And here we're going to showcase how 3 knights, which end up totaling just a little bit under how much the Mammoth costs. And the Mammoth doesn't put up much of a fight. He can only take out 1 knight before he gets brought down. Although being an absolute excellent unit, he's going to rank only number 8 on our list due to his expensive cost. Coming in at number 7, we are going to have the Viking Factions Yarrow. The Yarrow is a great mid-range unit. He is more than capable of taking on pretty formidable opponents in 1v1 such as the Knight. He will beat the Knight almost every single time. Aside from 1v1s, the Yarrow also has a ton of health, and he does a significant amount of damage. He has the ability to swing his axe horizontally, and he can take out multiple units with just one swing. Here he is taking out 500 score worth of squires in just 2 or 3 or 4... Oh, we just did a flip. In like 4 swings. It's pretty good. The Yarrow is definitely slightly weaker than the King, but he is definitely much stronger than the Harvester unit in the Farmer faction. He can beat the Harvester unit in just 2 swings and make quick work of most medium to low tier soldiers. Coming in at number 6, we have the Medieval Factions Knight. The Knight is in no way the strongest unit. He doesn't have the most health, and he doesn't have the most damage. The Knight comes number 6 because he can absolutely eat a million arrows at once, shuriken stars, any ranged unit aside from the Musketeer. The Knight can eat every single projectile with his shield and take no health and damage. As a medium cost unit, the Knight is nothing special in 1v1s. Again, just like the Yarrow, he can take out most medium to low tier units in 1v1s with no issues. His value really comes from his ability to absorb projectiles, but here he is going up against 5 squires worth 500 points altogether, and he makes quick work of them and looks pretty cool doing it. Number 5 on our list is going to be the Ancient Era's Minotaur. The Minotaur is super cool. I love all his special abilities where he gets to charge in, and I love that after he beats up a unit, he drags the body around. I think it's really unique, and it's really cool to have like a humanoid type unit that you know, he's a bull person. I think that's pretty cool. But here he is going up against about a dozen skeletons. Skeletons don't have a lot of health, but it still looks cool watching the Minotaur run through them and make cheat work of them. The Minotaur does a lot of damage and has a lot of health. It justifies his expensive cost, and he's just an all-around, well-rounded unit who can absorb a lot of damage while shaking up an enemy team by diving into them and getting behind enemy lines. When it comes to a 1v1, the Minotaur can beat most medium to low-level soldiers, but he has a tough time taking out high-cost units like the King. The King does too much damage and has too much health to stand toe-to-toe with the Minotaur, although the Minotaur is terrific at jumping in and distracting high-cost units early on. Here we'll see the Minotaur going up against the Yarrow. He makes easy work of him, and he can take out, like I said, most medium to low-tier soldiers. The Minotaur was one of my favorite units early on when the game first came out, before they started adding all the extra factions and secret units. He seemed super unique. He was just very special compared to all the other units. I think he's super cool. Number 4 on our list is going to be another one of my absolute favorite units. We're going to be taking a look at the King. The King's abilities, damage, health, and other attributes have been messed around with a lot since Totally Accurate Battle Simulator first came out. He may have been the most patched unit since the game came out. He's changed a lot. He has an insane ability to swing horizontally and take out many units at once, something that was patched into the game recently. He does a lot of damage and he has a lot of health. Here he is taking 3 shots from a musket units and eating it like an absolute champ. 4 shots. The King is a pretty big unit, and he costs a lot of points. Here he is getting shot with 4 or 5 balloons, and like most units that would get lifted up by just 1 or 2, the King can eat balloon archer shots, and he won't go anywhere. This makes him incredibly effective against the Renaissance era, as he can just walk through their archer line. Number 3 on our list was added to the game very recently. We're going to be taking a look at the Pirate Captain, an absolute boss of a unit. I was having a tough time deciding if he really counted as a melee unit since he does have that pistol in his hand, but he has to be at an extremely close range to use it, and it's trading on and off with his sword strike. So he's going to count as a melee unit in this video. We're going to watch him absolutely mow down teams of 6, 9, 12 units, and make easy work of them. He does a lot of damage, he has a lot of health, and he's moderately priced. He can take on most high-level units in a 1v1, and he'll beat almost every medium and low-tier soldier. His high damage, high health, fast rate of attack, and moderate price make him one of the absolute best units in the game. He can take out most medium and low-tier soldiers in a 1v1, or even a 1v multiple, although he still is not strong enough to take out someone like the King in a 1v1. Number 2 on our list is another recent addition to tabs. We're going to be taking a look at the Pirate Queen. Her absolute insane most OP ability is her ability to throw bombs AoE all around her, to jump in the air and dispatch an entire team of melee units in one go. Just like the Pirate Captain, she is moderately priced while having a huge health pool, tons of damage, and a fast rate of attack, as well as having the special ability to throw grenades. The Pirate Queen has the ability to take out any medium and low tier soldier in the entire game in a 1v1 or even a 1v multiple units. She can take out most high tier soldiers, although she can't take out some units like the Mammoth or maybe the Ice Giant or the Tree Giant. But looking at just normal faction units, she can take out 9 out of 10 of them. One of the biggest things that surprised me was the Pirate Queen's ability to take out the Reaper in a 1v1, one of the strongest units in the game. And that takes us to number 1 on our list. We are looking at the Reaper. The Reaper is uncomparable when it comes to AoE. He can take out entire teams in one swoop of his scythe. In another one of my videos, we put the Reaper to the test against 10 of every single unit in the game, going through every single faction, and the Reaper can 1v10 almost every single unit in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. He is moderately priced, does insane damage, has a ton of CC, but he lacks a little bit in his health pool. The tentacles on his back act as a special ability where he can one-shot almost every single medium and low-tier soldier, and the knockback from his scythe makes him one of the absolute strongest 1v1 and 1v many units in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for the next one.